Here, watch this.
Okay.
Watch this. Hey, y'all, it's Steve and Lizzie, and we're wrapping up the sale at the High Plains Ranchers and Breeders Association sale here in Amarillo, Texas. We've been here for the last couple of days. It's a great event. We just got through with the horse sale. We had a day of the Derby yesterday. We had futurity this morning. As you can tell, they're moving horses around. There goes hip number 50 as we speak. Really cute horse. But Lizzie, did you have a good time in Amarillo?
I had a great time. It was my first time coming to this sale, and I was really welcomed with open arms. One thing that really stood out to me this weekend when I went around and talked to association members, every single person said it's the group of people involved with the sale that keep them coming back.
Yes.
And that's not hard to believe. I mean, these are like ranchers from the High Plains, and I did also get to hear about how the association came to be, and that it was just some fellas that had good horses and they wanted a place to sell them. And there they decided, we got a sale barn. It was Larry Wing that had a sale barn in Dalhart. They thought that's a good place to get started, so they did it. They started selling horses, and 25 years later, here we are today celebrating all the work that these guys and gals now have put into the sale, and it's expanded beyond just a sale. So like you said, we got to see some horses show in the Derby yesterday, and Kendall Sorrell, she knocked it out of the park with a horse that she bought here as a 2-year-old from the H Ranch. That horse is pretty special. She won the limited and the open on the same horse that she calls Reba. She did an excellent job. And then today we were able to watch the futurity. So the younger horses go, and Cedar Stevenson won the limited and Orrin Kuntz won the open. And so all the horses that we're able to show have to have been purchased through this sale.
And just like Reba, we sold 2 full siblings to Reba today, and we'll talk about that. One of them's in the high seller list, and and it's this sale is just really pure, community oriented.
Yes.
You know, an impressive side of this that we don't ever talk about around here because it's really hard to do. But when you look at the ads in the catalog, the sponsorships for everything, the whole community gets around this, and they surround these people because they're such a great group of people, and so many of them have been in from the very beginning.
Right.
I've been blessed to be the auctioneer here for the last 25 years. I've never let them experience anybody else, so I've been able to keep my job. But they really is a cool deal, and the horses are so good.
Yeah, they are.
And they've continually elevated their programs, sought for a better horse.
Yeah.
They've worked at it, and they're seeing the fruits of their labor.
So I was able to go through some of the consignments with the ranches on the High Plains Ranchers and Breeders Association Facebook page. You can check out these tours that we took with all the owners showing us their consignments. And I really was impressed with the quality of horses, some really nice modern day pedigrees, old pedigrees, but regardless, everyone said that they were here. Their goal was to raise good-minded, stout, capable, athletic horses, and it was really proven today. And you got to sit next to Tom Brown.
Tom Brown.
He was a fun addition today.
Yes, we've brought him back out of captivity, and so he's it's fun to have Tom here with us today. He does a great job.
It was a good atmosphere, lots of people, and it helped bring some good money. And so we're going to talk about some of the high sellers that we had here today in Amarillo. We'll start off with the high seller, and that was a metallic cat. Really no surprise here. Really cool looking horse, and he came from CL Quarter Horses. He brought $35,000, and so that's a metallic cat out of a dual rein mare. Was he fun to sell?
No, and he was really nice colt. He was his own son of metallic, and he looked the part.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of shape, had a lot of bones, a lot of structure to him. They had done an outstanding job with Clay Wing and his son Yogi. They've done a really good job with their colts, and that horse was entitled to bring that much, and he did.
Yeah.
So
Right behind him at $34,500 was a Once in a Blue Boone, also out of a dual rein mare, DR Caroni. From Chisholm Ranch, and that was fun for me to get to know Curtis Chisholm. He's one of the founding members, really done a nice job bringing a good set of horses, and he's part of what you say when things have evolved and the horses getting better.
All these guys, Lizzie, they started out as ranchers. and they ranch. They're cattlemen. They're livestock men, and they just raised some ranch horses, had some ranch mares. And when we started at Dalhart, we just sold those colts, just fuzzy little old colts. Then one day they decided to have a futurity. The arena at the Dalhart sale barn was like, it's bigger than some people in California's ranch. I mean, and then they'd turn a big old 600-pound yearling out there, and so they've come a long ways. We're going to talk about Wes Hausler in a minute.
Yes.
Very accomplished horseman. Yeah, the NRCHA guy rides a lot of these horses. He's very involved in this whole deal. And so right here with Curtis, I mean, he's part of the program.
Yes.
You get a once-in blue moon. Cute, ride around,
So he was 34.5, second high seller, and right behind him, selling for $30,000, was a Stevie Ray Vaughan, and that came to us from Andy and Janelle Michael. Those were another couple I was really excited to meet. Really cool people that have a lot of history, not only with the association but NCHA. Really nice horses, and so he was really excited about this horse, this Stevie, because of the mare. Was a special mare to them, a Peggy's Playboy mare named Little Ritzy. This horse was out of that mare. So he was excited about that.
Well, their whole program was centered forever around Peggy's Playboy.
Okay.
And so that mare was part of the old family line, and then we come with the new Stevie Ray, and so it's a lot of history comes up with this.
And that was and Gatlin Duncan rode that horse through. And
Gatlin does such a good job.
He does a great job. Fun to see him.
Just interject too, like guys like Duncan and several of them around here. Cedar, you talk about Cedar.
Yeah.
I remember when these kids showed their first futurity. I mean, man, they've become very accomplished horsemen. They're cowboys. There's a lot of double dippers here. The ranch rodeo's going on.
Yes.
So these guys not only show horses, but they've been branding all week. And then they come to the ranch rodeo. I mean, this is the real deal.
Yeah, there's a reason that the association has the word ranchers in it.
Yes.
I mean, this is what they're doing. Hip number 44 was CD of a Pepto. This was a buckskin horse brought to us from Ted Zeman. He's another founding member of the association, so good for him.
Yes, and that was a really nice buckskin horse. Really pretty, rode around really good. Wes Hausler was riding. Here again, just a very nice prospect.
And that one brought $25,000.
$25,000, yes.
A horse called Pick Your Poison. This is a K Hottie, and Wes also rode this one through. $24,500 is what this horse brought.
Yeah, Martin Last Dollar, Terry and Warnetta Martin. They've been now with the association, I don't know how many years, but a very nice addition. They work really hard. They're deeply involved in the sponsorship part of this thing. They've got the Western store here in Amarillo and Canyon, but raised some really, really nice horses at Kahati. That son gun was cute now, and I mean, and so here again, 24.5, and these are all 2-year-olds.
Yes,
so,
and Wes had 10 of them. He rode 10 horses today, so he was MVP, I'd say.
Yeah.
Hip number 25 called Chili Hal. This was a horse from Chisholm Ranch, $23,500, and this was a showstopper. Curtis had said they'd had a lot of interest on this horse. He was good looking.
Oh, he was so cute, and he was so thick. He's just thick and golden palomino, and it's really pretty.
Yeah.
And here again, same deal. They're bred to ride. They put them in the right hands. They come to town riding around like they're supposed to. They look like horses you leave here today and you start tomorrow doing whatever you want to do. There's no backing up. There's no starting over.
Yeah.
You just go.
But that horse was by Hell of a Run.
Yes.
And that, I feel like we heard that name all day today in the yesterday and today in the horse show. I think it's so cool that horse, he's a metallic couch stud that Chisholm Ranch has been so good for them. And you could see today those really nice horses that horse produces.
Yeah, no matter what, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
And so out there in that arena, that's the pudding.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, there were several I liked. Okay, well, we're going down to H Ranch had a horse called H Rivers Ray that sold for $21,000, and this was by Sammy Ray. We saw a few horses go through the sale today, and very popular, very consistent. All of those horses were consistently good.
Yes, and that horse right there would be a full sibling to Reba and several others that have come through the program. You can spot them 100 miles away. They got the white strip in the face, they're bay, they got the big butts, hocks down on the ground, all the stuff. And so we have had that mare bred to Sammy Ray.
Yeah.
We've sold those offspring now for 4 years or 5.
Yeah.
So anyhow, yeah.
I thought H Ranch did a really nice job.
They're a founding group.
Yes, true. And
so-
Kathleen puts this on, so
Yeah,
she's done a great job putting the sale on.
Yep.
Hip 32 is called Would He Be My Valentine. This was a hashtags out of a Woody Be Tough mare from CL Quarter Horses again, and this horse brought 20,000.
Yeah, and again, the hashtags. What's really cool, and you brought it up when we were talking earlier, a lot of just bay horses, but very good ones. Well, this hashtags was kind of just a straight brown, just a nice hashtags,
Yeah.
but had a lot of shape.
Yeah.
Rode around good, really good prospect, and so, you know, Lizzie, it's nice. I mean, we sell a lot of horses around the country, and you know, the color always adds a little flavor. Pedigree adds a lot to it, but just a nice horse that bridles upright, collects upright, rides like they're supposed to ride, do what they're going to do, and get beyond all that. And when they can find a nice horse beyond all that, that makes you really proud of the horse business.
There was a lot to be proud of today. I can tell that consigners were excited to showcase what they had. A lot of work has gone into getting these horses ready for a horse sale, and hard work pays off for sure. But like you said, I did want to say, my favorite thing about this sale today was how many bay horses were in it. Just one after another, and they were all so cool looking. It was really a treat to me today to see such a cool array of bay horses. And then another thing is just the friendship. There's so much friendship that goes around here, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, it's a good spot. And, you know, we spent a lot of time out in West Texas the last few weeks, and West Texas sometimes gets to be kind of a little forgotten territory. Man, there's a lot of good ranches, a lot of good horses, and especially a lot of good cowboys.
That is the truth.
Come right out of this area, so this is a big part of it.
I remember when I told you that I'd got hired to come here and work at the sale, and I just said, what do you think? And you said it was one of your favorite sales, and now I can see why.
Yes, the last few weeks here has been, you know, by the time you go to Abilene, our deal, and then come over here. Yeah, it's good. So it's fun to give these little reports afterwards.
It
you
is.
know, and talk about what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of good horses, a lot of good people, and great times. There's no better place than a horse sale, in my opinion.
There you go. Good job.
Good job.
All right.
Let's hope I hit record.
Oh, if you did.